It all starts with having visibility across the estate. CoreView gives you a complete breakdown of tenant users, mailboxes. It provides over 250 out-of-the-box reports. These cover everything from Exchange through OneDrive and Teams and provide deep visibility into everything from activity to ownership and licensing. CoreView also provides over 150 custom actions and workflows you can use to automate tenant migration tasks. You can use workflow templates, for example, to manage the onboarding process. This template has each step covered off, from approval through user account creation and authentication setup, to license assignment and confirmation. One of the biggest challenges when you're consolidating into a single tenant is how to enforce privilege segregation. CoreView's virtual tenants make it possible for different IT teams to share the same tenant with privileged access limited to only their own users and resources. So, for example, in this tenant, we can see there are just over 2,300 active users. But using CoreView's virtual tenant segmentation, we could grant, for example, a US admin administrative access to just the subset that they need to manage in the US office. So the virtual tenant would enable us to specify US only, and now the admin is only able to manage the 1,300 odd users in the US segment. And this segmentation applies not just to users, but also groups, licenses, devices, SharePoints and Teams. Of course, with a shared tenant, you not only want to limit admin access to a segment of the tenant, you also want to limit the permissions a given admin has. A helpdesk admin, for example, only needs a subset of tenant privileges. So you can limit the permissions within the virtual tenant to only those needed to perform the helpdesk tasks. So if we select helpdesk, CoreView will ensure the tenant admin has just enough privilege to perform their job function and nothing more. Get the visibility you need to scope your tenant consolidation project with CoreView. Get the automation necessary to onboard users quickly and accurately. And most important of all, ensure your consolidated tenant maintains the same level of administrative segmentation and least privilege access that you had with multiple tenants.